Hey guys, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, share, like, hit the bell icon to receive notifications when I post a new video. Also, if you want to talk directly to me, follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is on the video description. Anything related to niche perfumery, feel free to send me a message there. I'll gladly answer any questions. So, in this video, I'll be talking about Hooked from Boadicea the Victorious. This is one of their most recent releases, and it is perfect for the summer, for the hot weather, very hot weather. Hooked was launched together with Madonna in celebration to Women's Day in Europe. So let's start with the presentation. Here's the box for Hooked. Standard Boadicea box from the cheaper line. Yet, as always, great presentations from Boadicea. All of them very luxurious and expensive looking. The lock here is magnetic. So, Hooked is presented to you this way. Like I said, very luxurious and expensive looking, as with all Boadicias. Here's the bottle. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bottle. I really like this shoot pattern, this design. Lovely. Like I have mentioned in my past Boadicea videos, all these bottles are handmade. The shields, everything here is handmade. The design, everything, even the juice is hand-filled. So let's talk about the notes for Hooked. So here we got top notes of eucalyptus, sage, tagetes, and armoise. In the heart we have hedione, cashmeran, and wormwood. Then in the base we have cedarwood, amber, patchouli, moss, precious woods, and musk. So, what does Hooked smell like? So guys, pretty much Hooked is a very herbal floral fragrance. Herbal floral fragrance. Very, very fresh. Talking about the notes here. This is a very linear fragrance. The smell you get in the opening here is the same exactly smell you get until the end of the life of the fragrance. The opening smells exactly like the dry down. The only difference is that it weakens over time, of course. So the star of the show here, the main player here, is the eucalyptus. The eucalyptus dominates the whole composition. It smells great. So I get this very dominant eucalyptus, followed by the other herbal notes, which gives the fragrance this green smell. This is a green smelling fragrance. Then after these herbal notes, what I get most are the floral notes, the tagetes, the hedione. Smells great, fantastic. Then after the herbal notes and the floral notes, I get a little bit of the other notes, like the amber, the precious woods, the musk, the patchouli. But this is a very fresh, very, very fresh, smooth and light fragrance. Yet it is I would say this is a potent fragrance, because it projects heavily for the first 2 hours. It smells very light, very fresh, very smooth, but yet it is kind of potent, I would say. So like I said, very herbal, floral fragrance. You have this green smell, very fresh, with a cold effect to it coming from the eucalyptus. The eucalyptus gives this fragrance a very fresh and cold effect. So it's a very fresh fragrance with a cold effect to it. A tiny bit sweet, very smooth, very light, very pleasing. This is a very sexy fragrance, sexy and alluring fragrance for sure. This lives in intoxicating scent trail, very sensual scent trail, very alluring. It is delicious. This will for sure give you compliments. This is a compliment getter for sure for the very hot weather. I really like this fragrance. I think it is amazing for the summer. Versatility here. Spring and summer, especially summer, up to 40 degrees Celsius, no problem. The hotter, the better this one is. So extremely versatile during spring and summer. Can be worn casually, formally, daytime, nighttime, no problem. But I believe I see this more as a daytime fragrance. More of a casual daytime fragrance, in my opinion. Very unisex. Maybe leaning a tiny bit more feminine, but to me it is very unisex, to be honest. I don't see this being worn on the colder weather. Like I said, definitely a spring summer fragrance, more summer. Performance here, I get about 8 to 10 hours longevity. Projects kind of heavy for the first 2 hours. Then after that it sits closer to the skin, but still leaves a very alluring, intoxicating scent trail. Very nice. The smell here, like I said, is a green smell, very fresh, with a cold effect to it, tiny bit sweet. The smell here feels kind of relaxing. It puts me in a good mood. Very uplifting fragrance. But like I said, this one makes me relax. It makes me relax, and it is a very attractive scent. Like I said, it will lure people in. People will want to come closer to you to smell the fragrance. And the scent trail, like I said, that lives in the air. The whiffs you get from this are amazing. So summing it up, like I said, this is an herbal floral fragrance. Green smelling fragrance, very fresh, cold, a tiny bit sweet, herbal floral, and with a little bit of woodiness to it, but mostly herbal and floral fragrance, with eucalyptus being the star of the show here. So that's it. I'll give my final ratings for this fragrance. As for the scent, for the smell, I'll give this a 9 out of 10. 8.5, 9, yeah, between 8.5 and 9. As for the performance, I'll give this a 8.5. I think this performs fantastic for a fragrance so fresh and light like this one. 8 to 10 hours longevity for something so fresh and so light like this. I think it is great. So 8.5 for the performance. For the versatility, I'll give this an 8. Extremely versatile during the hot weather, spring, summer, especially summer. The only season I cannot see this being worn is in the cold weather, in the colder seasons. But guys, this is a great release from Boadicea, very solid release, definitely worth checking out. If you want something very fresh, light, green smelling, sexy and alluring for the hot weather, this is an amazing option that is definitely worth checking out. I really like this, really like this, really enjoy it. Oh, also worth noting, I would say this is a kind of unique smelling fragrance, very unique smelling fragrance, very different. The only fragrance that smells kind of similar to this one to me is Envious, which is from the same house, from Boadicea. Also an amazing fragrance for the hot weather. Envious and Hooked, both great fragrances. Love both of them. So that's it. Please guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Help the channel grow, advertise the channel any way you can. I'll be very grateful. So thank you very much for watching, and see you on the next video.